Okay, folks, breaking news. And this is an article based off of Yahoo Sports, very own Jack Bear. And the title takes and reads, and I'm going to post it on my screen right now. Takes and reads, Jerry Jones tells Robert Kraft, don't F with me. Intense NFL owners meeting per report. Folks, we're going to take and get into this article. What is happening? Why were they even talking to each other? And even why were they at this meeting? So we're going to get into all that here today on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, king crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound.
Okay, now, when you're in a room with multiple billionaires, there's never going to be a dull moment. These guys have probably, know all kinds of secrets about each other. And the ultimate premises of this meeting, I'm almost curious, like, man, what is the underbelly hatred for Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft? Let's go ahead and let's dive into this meeting. Looks like the owners meeting actually happened fairly recently. Now, the premises of this meeting, the owners, they have been preparing to vote over whether to permit their compensation committee to open negotiations on a new contract for Mr. Roger Goodell. Now, Jerry Jones was reportedly alone in opposing the measure, leading him to curse out Kraft. And this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of the article, folks. And please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And it says, the sources said Kraft joined the overwhelmingly majority in a strong support for the measure, with Jones the lone dissenter in the owners only session, eventually telling Kraft, here we go, he says to Robert Kraft, owner of the New England Patriots, don't F with me. Kraft replied, excuse me? Like a picture him like squinting his eyes, like, excuse me? A little look he does all the time. And then Jerry Jones replies, don't mess with me. I'm going to stop right there. That's a lot to unpack. First things first, I had to look at the Patriots schedule and Cowboys schedule, see if they play each other. They do not. We've been getting a lot of garbage primetime games, but that's not what this video is about. I just want to see them take it out on the field. Well, at least have their players do that, at least, right? Eventually, the measure for this vote for Roger Goodell and whatnot and his bonuses and all this shenanigans, it was passed 31-1, obviously, with Jerry Jones being the odd man out per ESPN. The article on Yahoo Sports continues to take and say, the exchange reflects Jones' well-known opinion on Goodell. As Yahoo Sports' Charles Robinson notes, the NFL has enjoyed immense financial success since Goodell took over as commissioner in 2006, but Jones believed Goodell is merely enjoying the fruits of labor from past commissioners and owners such as Jones. So it sounds like he's eating off his fruit tree, what have you, right? And then it says here, ESPN reports Jones believes the triggers for Goodell's considerable bonus pool and a new contract will be too vague and not continued enough to the league's financial goals. And then here's is where it gets word for word. He says he believes in corporate good. When it says he, they're talking about Jerry Jones. He believes in corporate good governance and wants accountability on the financial goals tied to Rodgers' bonus. Man, Goodell is getting paid. Let's continue this article. Tied to Rodgers' bonus, said a league source familiar with Jones' thinking. He is sensitive to awarding a big bonus to Roger before he performs and earns it. The source added that in the past, Jones has thought Goodell's financial targets were too vague. So it seems that overall, he doesn't want to take and see Roger Goodell take and make too much money, that overall the success of the NFL is not really for Roger Goodell. It's been on past owners. Now, I was talking with my co-host, Adrian Campbell, about this. We're talking a couple months ago. And it was something to the extent I think I asked him, I was like, hey, what do you think about Roger Goodell? Do you think he's doing a good job? Should they kick him out? And there's been times where I've loved Goodell. I'm like, man, he's done a great job. There's been times where I'm like, man, he is reaching. He's ruining the game. So it's kind of give or take. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Goodell situation. I'm going to go wrap up the episode with this, though. NFL owners' meetings has been eventful, to say the least. Usually one of the NFL's most powerful owners cursing out another of one of its most powerful owners over the compensation of its commissioner would be the big story of owners' meetings. But it was merely a side story of Tuesday.
Now, before Jones' words with Kraft were reported, Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay drew all nearby eyeballs by saying there was meant to be merit by removing embattled Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder from the league ranks. I actually do hope he gets removed, but another episode for another day. Hit subscribe, by the way. And then it says here, Snyder, never a popular figure amongst NFL owners, among teams' rivals, is currently under investigation for sexual misconduct and has been immersed in scandal for years over workplace misconduct allegations. The situation escalated even further last week when Snyder was reported to have dirt against the NFL's power brokers with the threat of mutual assured destruction.
Wow. So basically, it sounds like not only are we getting a juicy article from Yahoo Sports where you had two owners having an argument. Jerry Jones is like, "Hey, don't F with me." And then he changes it, "Hey, don't mess with me." He said he wanted to leave the F word out, right? But also as well, we got the Dan Snyder situation, right? And that's a whole other ballpark there. So I know that there's gonna be some voting going on with that, but this guy's supposedly he has a lot of dirt on a lot of people, Dan Snyder. So that's also interesting as well too. So anyway, comment below. Let me know you guys' thoughts on the situation. Should Goodell be getting some big old bonus? Do you think that there's more to the story when it comes to Jerry Jones talking to Robert Kraft that way? Where does this beef even come from? You know what I mean? That's the big thing for me. And Lord have mercy, I wish that they played this year so we could see the type of hype that goes on in the background that ultimately comes out and bleeds out onto the field. So comment below, hit the subscribe button. I cover the whole NFL, all 32 NFL teams. And hey, we get into it all day, every day. Touchdown Nation. Thanks for watching.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, King Crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound, bad boy, throw it down, yeah, I'm ill, not my will, don't Copperfield, fill the house, listen to the roaring crowd, drop a like, calm it down, Heisman, all the haters mouth, superhero hit them wow, packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow, touchdown for the win, we live, subscribe right now.